Hey y'all, it's your boy Ben Banger. I just want to let y'all know that this latest episode of Real Niggas, we had some technical difficulties. Instead of taking a few seconds to delete some files off the memory card, I was like, hey, let's just stream it to Twitch, and then I can just download it, straight from my archive. Naturally, there was an issue with it. So the episode starts 7 minutes in, and it cuts off a few minutes abruptly. But we're reviewing the GoodFellas, and we have two special guests with us, Title D King and Justice Gray. Both super awesome young black men. Y'all need to tap in with them. I'm glad, shout out to y'all for tapping in with us to do the pod. I'm glad y'all saw a real nigga recommended movie, and hope to do it again sometime. Before Vaughn tapped me, we were speaking on what? The importance of it?
We made the connection between how the movie was following the goons from Goodfellas, but if Godfather was following, like, the made men.
Okay.
Yeah. Which reminds me, kind of off topic, but really on topic. There's this new show on Paramount Plus called The Offer.
The Offer.
Yeah, and it's based on the making of The Godfather. With like Francis Ford Coppola.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I figured that would be a good watch, especially during that time, because I'm pretty sure that was during the time of Henry Hill's uprising and things like that. And you have a space where you're trying to create something that's not supposed to be seen to the public, because this is underground crime. This is the underbelly of America. So that's just something to ponder.
If I had to guess though, speaking on that budget, I feel like Godfather, off the top of my head, I feel like Godfather probably made more.
Oh, Godfather banked.
Okay, yeah.
Like, Godfather was one of the first things that was considered a blockbuster.
Just looking at who directed it,
Really?
they have to be.
Yeah. And the term blockbuster comes from, like, when the line is, like, wrapped around the corner.
Damn, that's hard.
Yeah, it was a
blockbuster.
Yeah.
Shit, you see, look at that. You stay shining and go.
Yeah, he been knowing stuff.
I got to, man. I'm the smart guy for, like, the fucking, like, pod. I'm not the guy that...
What's 2 + 2?
8.
What?
Huh? Shit!
You stupid.
No, I'm not.
Uh-oh. You got an ember on your sock.
Oh no!
Get it!
No!
Get it!
No!
Oh my god, I'm glad everything's okay.
But yeah, I guess so what the movie means to me, alright? I watched this movie for the first time in 2013 when I had just broke up with my girlfriend. Well, she just broke up with me.
Nice.
And it was like my comfort movie for real. When everything around me was just going awry and I was confused about the world, I watched this movie like every day almost for like a month. And I was just like learning things about like real life around that time. And I was just seeing like the in and outs of how, things work and how things don't always go your way and that it's not supposed to. And, it's just kind of hard for real. You gotta deal with it,
Man, plans.
And it was therapy for me. It was definitely therapeutic because I was like stuck in my like powder coat world, and to see a different world from that perspective kind of brought me out of my rut.
See, it's a niggas move in a world where it's like, it was unfamiliar, where it's like, oh damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck this shit, you know what I mean? Like, that's really like, that shit was like important. Like, and the shit that they was talking about, even down, he was like, down to like, it's different because I mean, like, we in an age where it's like niggas can't do, well, not say can't do, niggas can't verbatim do what the niggas did because we just kind of too far ahead in society, you know what I'm saying? But, it's really just on a tip where it's like, it's like, I just said it, yo. It's really like on some fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Where niggas just like, bro, it's definitely. Like you either gonna be on a square, like how you saying at the end, or you gotta really just like make this shit like work and like just really like the allure of this shit in the beginning when he said like, yo, I was just always wanted to be a gangster for. He's like, these niggas is not living by normal rules. Like,
Exactly.
even on my wallpaper, like I've had this, like my wallpaper on my desktop that's been that for like years.
Forever.
It's like when Henry left from like Kay's house when her mother was like, "What are you doing?" They said, "Normal people don't act like this." Like that's what it is, really. He was like, "Oh nah, like these niggas normal. Like I'm not trying to be like that." You know what I mean? Like yo laughed at his, like as his new wife and her mom after coming in and then left and said, "You know what? Like that ain't
I
it."
don't need to be right here. Right
I saw that. I
now.
almost cried when I first saw that. I was like, that was beautiful.
Like I think for me, it's not just the story; it's the style. Goodfellas. It's so fucking stylistic, from the way it's written, like the language.
That shit like Belly.
It's Belly for New Jersey people. Honestly, like it's from the way it's written, from the script to
That's funny as shit.
Yeah,
I've never seen it.
It's Belly Sopranos.
I ain't never seen
You don't need to see it, really.
Yeah, you don't.
Plot trash, but it's a beautiful movie.
Yeah. It's a 2 hour. It's a 2 hour music video.
I think they usually just watch the first 15 minutes and they cut it out.
Yeah.
That's it.
Real shit.
But we might have to review that actually.
I'm dreading having to watch that piece of shit.
But like it's so like I think the one scene that really gets me and obviously gets everybody, which is the cornerstone of the Scorsese shot, is like the part when they walk through the Copacabana through the back. It was just one take, straight from the back. And everybody 20s, you're the man. You go through here. You don't work the fucking kitchen. You don't lift the fucking plate, but you're walking through here, and like they just see the power of fucking Henry Hill,
And they respect it.
and they respect it. And you sit down, and you see the people waiting in line. Why do you gotta sit down and all that shit?
We gotta go all the way to Far Rock. Far
Rockaway,
to go get your ass
fucking
loose in New York or some shit.
Rockaway.
That shit is insane. Get that, man. I remember like one time, like I always get a different revelation from this shit. Like every time I watch it, so like the one where he's talking about like all the women, and I'm like they're crazy or whatever. Like around that time, I'm not gonna drop. I'm gonna. Around that,
Do it.
no, around that time, I was just like, around this time, I had a young lady doing a mailing list, and I could have swore I was doing something else with another young lady, and I was just like, yo, see, Henry, that's how Henry fucked up for real. I was like, you had these little stupid ass bitches trying to run your operation. You think you so fucking cool, but then I like when I seen it around that time, I was like, you know what? Fuck all this shit for real. When I started running everything started going a little bit smoother. And by I mean a little bit, I mean a lot. I mean a lot. Fuck. Man. That shit is crazy. Now I'm thinking about. We just talking about like niggas being strict about like like who like they letting in or whatever. Henry really just had them bitches in there for real, and all of them was geeking.
Fucking chaos factories.
That's wild.
Yeah, just side piece.
You know, Henry.
Doing the coke.
Sorry, bro.
You had the fucking your babysitter leaving hats in Far fucking Rockaway.
And talking on the
And
phone.
talking on the
You told her not
fucking phone.
And
to.
then you got
Jet
Jet.
explicitly told her not to.
That's the shit.
And when you actually went to get the fucking hat from Far fucking Rockaway, you got jammed and you got pinched. And
That shit was all her fault. All of it was her fault.
I can't even lie. Everything was on her. That whole movie was ruined by her.
Fucking hat. I had a point I was ready to make, but I can't remember what the fuck it was. Why'd I disconnect?
Cause you stupid.
Damn. What's okay? When somebody wanna throw their phone on?
I got you. I'm on what 64. I got you, buddy. You want to get into the cast?
Go ahead.
The cast was excellent, man.
That shorty can act
Yo.
her fucking ass off.
She's so great.
Bruh.
Lorraine
Top
Bracco.
10. I ain't gonna.
Yo, Lorraine Bracco is top
Yeah, I
tier
love her.
Italian actress.
Yo.
Like it goes her, Edie Falco. I don't give a fuck who else. Everybody else don't care. Lorraine Bracco did that shit, man. Like she was. I think one of my favorite parts in that movie from Lorraine Bracco was like when she did the when she went back to get Henry after he stood her up in the fucking after the second date, and she was just like all like riled up and shit, and then it was
That
like,
shit turned me up.
yeah,
Definitely.
I was a little.
I felt Henry at that moment.
like I understand. I completely understand.
I remember what I was ready to say. I remember what I was goddamn ready to say. You was like, you had what's the name with the fucking hats? Other one doing coke. I said, then you got Janice not going to work. You know what I'm saying? This bitch fucking up at work.
Right.
But nah, this bitch ass nigga Henry fucking Hill. This nigga first nigga to check on everybody that get fucking hurt. The second they get hurt, don't want no smoke. But this nigga really get active for the bitches though. Like that's really it. This nigga really got active for shorty, and then beat up the nigga for putting shorty.
Right,
putting you on the
yeah.
car. Yo,
That's
ain't
the
do shit.
only time he's actually got active.
And then what with
Except for the line.
and then and then he was with Jimmy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like other than that,
That was Jimmy move.
other than that, yeah, like he told him to go with Jimmy. Jimmy was gonna do that regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So like yeah, this, like Henry's really a bitch for real. And one like so another thing I picked up on this watch too was like his mother when he popped up on him when he was a kid, he popped up on the step. He was like, "Hi mom, look at you, like how I look." She said, "Oh my god, you look like a gangster." And immediately they went to the scene. I've been shot, and he did. And this was the first time where it's like you see that he's not like these niggas like at all because like he's literally the only one. Like Spider get shot, he the first one to go run. Like Tommy come in to get ready to kill Billy Bats, he get ready to try to stop him. Like he's always trying to like.
He even tried to stop Yo from killing Maury.
Oh yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not like them niggas at all. But
To be fair, I didn't want them to kill Maury.
yeah, no, Maury like was actually right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
was laid, brother. That nigga shit was crispy.
Maury's wigs.
Tyler Perry, take note.
Facts,
That
facts.
shit was in the 90s.
And
bro.
niggas that made Don't Look Up.
Because y'all niggas was geeking. Y'all see what Martin did in the 90s?
That was the 90s. Early 90s too, bro.
Early.
Like the first
Technically
year of the
89
night.
for real.
Yeah, right, because they had to have been shot in the 80s.
Yeah. So I'm like, y'all niggas tweaking.
Yeah, nigga really had Joe out here, a whole black man looking like a fucking fool. Meanwhile, Maury got a different wig every scene. That bitch busted.